Morning fellas. A few weeks ago I was up in Yorkshire in Huddersfield with some colleagues. I was donning quite an unusual outfit, costume shall we say. You might have seen me on the videos and what have you. Yes, these are the gang. In total there's 77 paedophiles who have in the past sexually abused, kind of drugged up, bummed, held razor blades to girls' throats, all over Yorkshire, and especially in the Huddersfield area, and quite a shock. Not one of them's a white Englishman. Good God. I mean, these Islamic people, only 5 or 6% of the population, but in these mass grooming gang crimes, they're 90% of the convicts. Work that one out. It's not very hard if you know anything about the Quran like I do, because the Quran actually encourages them to do this. It doesn't just say it's okay, it actually encourages them. I'll put a link underneath with a short video here. I think it's got a bit of advertising on it. But they're very disgraceful individuals, definitely racists. There you go, 221 years, there's 20 of them, or 16 or 20 of them, and they've been jailed for 221 years. Here's the faces of a few of them. These are the same gang, one of the same gang, that Tommy Robinson was falsely jailed for. He had every right for standing in a public street, reading out the charges from the BBC website. Don't let the far left, hard left, bullshit media tell you any otherwise, any different. Because I know the contempt laws. I looked them up the day Tommy was arrested, and I too saw the big list of all these Ifrans and Bannerats and what have you. And here's a good article from the Examiner Live. I was actually interviewed briefly by the Examiner, and because I was in this unusual costume. Here we are, and it's quite good because it's got quite a few pictures. I think I'll use the picture of the 20 of them as a profile picture, just to make it easier for you guys. But you'll probably remember one of them shouted back at Tommy, "Go and do something to your mum." Yeah, it was all witness statements, how she was scared when he got in the car with her, how they were drug dealers, they're also heroin dealers. This is very common amongst these Asians, as they call them here, these Islamic peoples, because they don't get a very good education. They get educated better in that book, that bullshit book, which tells them they're the master race, and they can do all this, they're allowed to do all this because they're the master race, you see. It's just an earlier version of German Nazism, 1930s Nazism, really is. I know a lot of you guys will find it hard to believe because you've been told, oh, it's so peaceful, it's so this, it's so that. Islam has killed, experts are a lot smarter than me, reckon it has killed 250 or 300 million poor people. Because don't forget, these have been invading, hacking, castrating, beheading for 1400 years, not just like 12 years like Hitler. So no wonder they've killed far more people, is it really? And these are the guys also in this ideology. The prophet of this ideology in the 7th century actually used to screw his sisters, his cousins. He actually got with his cousin, had babies with his cousin. So in the UK, it's a matter of fact, it's been proven, 55% of our Pakistani and Bangladeshi community actually marry their first cousin, which more than doubles the disablement rate. The subnormality and malformation rate goes up by over double if you marry your first cousin. But apparently, I'm shocked, apparently it's not illegal, which is shocking. But obviously, you can imagine what you potentially giving to your offspring, cerebral palsy, all sorts of spinal problems, lifelong disability, fingers missing, eyes missing. This is a sort of nonsense. There you go, that shows how arrogant he is, isn't he? We're that arrogant when we were screwing little 11 and 12-year-olds. You fucking prick. I hope half of these guys get their heads jumped on, but they are the most powerful group in jail now. Everybody's scared of them. They'll watch each other's back and gang up on everybody. So I just thought I'd show you this quite good article after Examiner Live. These guys, unfortunately, have joined in with the rest of the fake news narrative to say that Tommy Robinson's far right Britain First far right, because we dare say anything about these guys, because we dare do what I'm doing now, show you the truth. These are the rapists who raped 11 and 14-year-old girls, as Tommy was telling you. So if you give it a share, guys, or do a video yourselves, I'll be very grateful. My channel is, as normal, it's been shadow banned at the moment, so instead of getting 3,000 views, I'm actually getting, you know, a few dozen. No big surprise then. I'll have to get my VPN organised. But you might recall, it's just the guy that abused Tommy Robinson, I think it is. Go and suck your mum's something.
Look at that, yeah, look here. What are you feeling about that?
And there's Tommy Robinson in front. Is there any guilt? No, I've never heard. Son of a bitch, suck your mum's doodah. Yeah, you cut Tommy off there, but Tommy was the only one and one other that was daring to report on him. Quite rightly too. You'll probably remember all this order. So I won't bore you guys. So these are just one group of the horrible paedophiles we have in the UK. They are very racist. They are extremely supremacist, as is this whole ideology since 627 AD. There were another gang, I said 77 being done this time, and last year there was 72 in the same town for the same offences on the same victims. So it's an ongoing thing, you see. And they aren't scared of going to jail. They seem to like going to jail, because there's been cases where these guys have done like 2 offences and gone to jail again for attacking another 14-year-old. So this is how racist they really are, how supremacist they really are, because their book tells them they're the masters of the world. I mean, God, he was hit with the ugly stick, wasn't he? Poor sod. Yeah, so there you go. So these are these. It mentions, there we go. It mentions how they raped him every way, you know, both vaginally, orally, and what have you. These are little kids, little 12-year-old kids who've been stupid enough to believe the CNN, BBC fake news narrative that they're all beautiful people and they've all never hurt a fly. And no, we don't attack all our girls. Well, a hell of a lot of them do. See you guys.